can literally help you do just about anything you want. Brainstorming up ideas,
Artificial
come up with
intelligence.
content, to do all your communications, to do your marketing. You can create entire websites and apps out of it, and a whole lot more. And honestly, I always say the only limitation to AI at this point is your imagination. Because anything you can think of, ask it to do for you, typically it'll do it. I've seen it do some amazing things I didn't think were possible. So, what we're gonna do is again, start blasting through 23 different ways you could be using AI right now in your business. And some of these are also what I call coming soons, which means some of them are just me being a geek, looking into my little geeky crystal ball and trying to figure out what's the next step. You can kind of see the text here right now. Where is it probably gonna be pretty soon, okay? And a few of the others aren't me guessing, it's me knowing. And what I mean by that is, I do a lot of work with NAR, with a lot of the state associations, with a lot of the companies that run the technology in our industry, and a lot of them work on some very cool things you may not be aware of, such as the stuff Liz just talked about. So some of those coming soons are ones that are definitely coming, not guessing. So the first thing you could absolutely use AI for if you haven't started using it is automating anything. Okay, so if you are just being bogged down every day, doing manual tasks, responding to the same messages all the time, having to type them out from scratch, or anything like that, automations is absolutely one of the key things you should be using AI for. So you can literally go to any of these tools and try to figure out a way to automate anything you're doing manually. And by the way, really good sites you might want to look into, whattheai.tech, and there's an AI for that.com. So these two sites literally review every new AI product on the market. And they give you little summaries and write-ups of them, and they're also completely searchable. So if there's something that's just kind of, again, bogging you down in your daily business, you can go to one of these two sites and search to see if there's a solution out there for it. And the odds are, you're gonna find a solution. Just in the last year and a half, over 20,000 new products have launched in the AI space that weren't there 2 years ago, okay? And by the way, you don't have to sign up for this part, but like I subscribe to both of these sites. I get emails every morning of here summaries of 38 new products that launched this morning. Tomorrow, another 52. It's insane how much new stuff is happening in the AI world. But again, these two sites can help you find a solution. So just to give you an example of one of the ways I use these two sites to find a solution to help me automate things, is one of the ways I stay on top of technology is videos. There's a lot of amazing video content out on YouTube in different places, but I'm kind of running out of time to watch videos. But I went to these sites and found this tool, which literally watches videos for me and summarizes for me in under 10 seconds. So I just earn back not watching a 22-minute video. I get a fast summary and the takeaways in seconds using this tool, okay? So again, anytime you have something you want to automate, just go to one of those two sites, see if there's a solution out there, and odds are there is, okay? The second way you can be using AI in your life and your business is help you identify content ideas. So many real estate professionals struggle with things like social media and blogging and things like that because they don't even know what to talk about or create content about. Well, if you struggle in that area, again, use AI to do it for you. So this is just an example. Identify 52 blog post idea a realtor should make if they're trying to increase their SEO score, which means I'm trying to do better on Google. For strategic retirees and gated communities to Florida. Obviously swap out your area, whatever your market niche is. But what it literally does is it brainstorms for you the top 52 titles of articles I should write if I'm wanting to do better on the search engines. But it's not just putting up a list of ideas. You can use AI to do things, help you figure out what are the right keyword phrases you should be using in all your content, what are the right hashtags. Most of you guys don't understand how to use hashtags. Have it do it for you. How to create the best headlines and bullet points, get the most consumer response, and a lot more. So again, if you struggle with ideas, AI is amazing at it, okay? Number 3 is content creation. Why should you stop just with a list of ideas? Why don't you go build the content out? So we can use AI to build out our entire social media presence and all the content there. To write blogs and web page content and video scripts and communications and all these different things, okay? So a second ago, I showed you the one prompt, give me a list of the 52 different titles, right? Well, why should our next prompt not be, now go write me an article for idea number 1 in that list, and then idea number 2, and idea number 3. You just repeat that question 52 times in a row, and now your entire year's worth of blogging, one for a week of the year, would be done in under 5 months. Okay? And by the way, when I teach workshops, I still had to do this. I had to build out an entire year's worth of marketing in under an hour. It's insane what you can do from the content building side. And by the way, once you have your entire year's worth of blogging knocked out, watch your next prompt not be, now go create me a video script idea number 1 on that list, and then idea number 2, and idea number 3. Then you carve out an afternoon to create your videos, and your whole year's worth of video is done to go with those articles. Okay? And we can do this with our social media content posting, the images, and everything else, and so on. So, again, creating content, if you're not currently using it, is absolutely a huge strength of AI. Number 4 is property descriptions, okay? And Liz talked about some different tools you guys have at your disposal to help you do property description, which is fantastic, okay? I always say that it's good that they're building these parameters in there, just be very careful of fair housing if you do so, because a lot of these platforms will violate unless those guardrails are in there. And by the way, you can use it for video scripts to promote your properties and a lot more. I don't think anyone talked about RPR yet, okay? But if you're not aware of it, RPR made a major integration in there called scriptwriter. So anytime you do any kind of a search for a property or a geographic area, you have a new button in RPR called scriptwriter, which can instantly create content for you to post about and reports and profiles and a lot more very quickly and easily. So that's a great new tool integrating AI into RPR. All right, number 5 is providing imagery. And in the old days, I'm talking like 2 years ago, you either had to set up a photo shoot or you had to spend a lot of time searching through an online photo library to find the perfect picture for whatever marketing piece you were doing. Now create it yourself in seconds. So there is no reason anymore to have to go out and buy pictures or accounts to do so. You can create your own AI imagery, and AI imagery is improving every day. It's just getting more and more lifelike. It's pretty incredible what you can do here. So again, anything you're creating, whether it's for a flyer, social media, whatever, create the pictures yourself. Number 6 is helping you create your entire marketing materials. So we don't have time to really break down Canva and all of its amazing tools that you can do in here. But if you're not familiar with Canva, it's an amazing platform that allows you to build out all your marketing materials. It even has an office suite built to it and a lot more. And I would say, other than your dues, a Canva Pro, a paid account with Canva, is probably the best investment you could ever make in your business. It's only $120 a year. It includes copyrights to everything imaginable. And now they've included or packaged in a whole new suite of tools called the Magic Studio, which is literally design all your marketing materials with AI. It's incredible some of the new tools Canva's added in. Okay? But again, we can build out our entire marketing presence inside of Canva. Number 7 is going a step further, actually building out your entire marketing plan. And by the way, I always say when I think the biggest reason we have such a high failure rate in the real estate industry is a lot of people are practicing real estate without any background of owning and running a business. Well, there's no way you would start and run a business without a business plan in place and without a true marketing plan in place. And a lot of realtors don't have that knowledge or experience to do so. So if you don't have a proper marketing plan, make sure you have AI help you build one out. Okay? And it's not just could it build us a marketing plan, you could then say now put together the advertising and communication plan to go with that. Help me identify my target audience, the best ways to reach them. Again, the headlines and the titles and the hashtags and all these different things. So AI, honestly, is fantastic at marketing. Number 8 is creating video with AI, okay? And by the way, I don't know if any of you guys have used any of the tools yet, but first of all, avatar video is so easy to do these days. And what I mean by that is you could use, these are the 2 most popular ones right now, either DID or Synthesia. You can either create an avatar of yourself, that way you don't have to be on camera to create video content, or pick a model out of the library that's better looking than you, that speaks languages you don't speak, to create video content. Okay? So it's very, very easy to do. But this is kind of your first coming soon. Right now, what we're dealing with in the avatar world is a 2-dimensional video avatar. What is definitely coming soon, I know several vendors that are working on this right now, is a 3-dimensional avatar in real life. In other words, we're like a hologram. So in other words, when this tech finally hits the market, as a realtor, you're gonna have to buy a bunch of these little pods from these vendors and then place these pods around your listings and the properties. So in other words, if you're not available to go to your showing, your avatar will be. So if a buyer walks into the kitchen, your hologram will pop up and give them a guided tour and answer their questions the same way you would have. That's definitely coming. Hey, it is what it is, it's coming. All right, have none of you seen actually full concerts with dead artists? The hologram technology has already been around for a while. There's also full-blown video editing software that's now completely AI-based, like G-Script and video. You can literally create the entire video based on your prompt, create the whole scenes and all the different music and interactions, all based on a prompt. You can edit the videos with AI. You can do what's called cleanup, where it automatically removes all your ums and ahs and your pauses and fixes your eyes so it's always looking at the camera. Like, these tools are incredible. And again, it's all full-blown AI video editing software. And then there's also some pretty crazy tools going on right now in the video AI world. So these are two you might want to look into: HeyGen and BeHuman. Okay? So HeyGen, it can take one video. Let's say you speak in English, Spanish, whatever language you speak in, and then it can take that video and turn it into over 30 other languages using your face, your voice. Even though it puts it out in another language, it'll change your lips so it all looks natural with the other language. It's incredible what HeyGen does. So one video can create a video in over 30 other languages. Okay? And then BeHuman is also pretty cool. What it can do is you create one video, but then it supports what are called merge tags. So in other words, you can say, hi, blank, and it can pull a person's name from a database or a spreadsheet. So you can create one video and now do a customized, personalized video to every single customer in your database in seconds. Okay, so this kind of technology is moving really, really fast, but video with AI is pretty amazing. Number 9 is writing and editing code. And I'm sure most of you in this room are like, I don't care, I'm not a geek. That's the exact point. Okay? AI is fantastic at writing code. So you can build out entire websites, build out an app. You can add features and tools to your website now you don't have currently. Writing code is one of AI's biggest strengths. So again, that's something else you might want to think about leveraging. Number 10 is optimizing your office time and experience. And what I mean by that is, first of all the major office software providers, meaning Google, meaning Microsoft, and also Adobe, are really starting to integrate AI into their tools. So if you're using Gmail and Google Docs to do your office software, it's built right in there, Gemini Advanced. If you're using Microsoft Office, it's built in and integrated. So this is going to fundamentally change just the way we do our jobs when you can respond to an email in 1 second or type out a gigantic 12-page business plan in one click. Okay? It's going to change a lot. And it's also starting to creep into virtual office software as well. I'm sure all of you guys have been in a Zoom call somewhat recently. There's a new button in there called AI Companion. And what it literally is your personal note taker. So you don't have to sit there and take notes during a virtual class. AI Companion can do it for you. Okay? Number 11 is time and task management. So other than the fact we already showed you can automate anything with AI to save yourself time and kind of earn your day back. Well, also, any good software developer these days is starting to integrate AI into their software to make your life easier and make sure you don't forget to do something and make sure you know which customers and leads to follow up on the most, right? So good software developers are integrating AI to make us not have time management issues. So if your tools aren't doing it, you might want to look into it. And this is another pretty crazy tool you might want to look into called Productive, okay? So Productive is a mobile app. You install this onto your phone, and then you have to give it permission to do this, and then you go into your contacts and choose who you want to use Productive with. So let's just say you choose one of your clients. Well, the next time you have a communication with that client, they'll have to consent to using it as well. So both sides have to agree. But then what it does is it listens to all your phone calls, all your text messages, and all your emails with that customer, and then automatically goes into your CRM and enters in everything. So you don't have to get off that phone call and log the fact you had a call and the notes about it. It again listens to all your communications with that customer and enters the information into your CRM for you. Again, gigantic time saver. Number 12 is helping you improve your communications. So other than the fact you can add an AI chatbot onto your website for customer service, and we can use it to write emails to sound nicer and friendlier and stuff like that. But we can really do a better job communicating with AI faster and better with our customers. And I know a lot of you guys probably are aware of Grammarly. Grammarly's been around for a while, so it's been very popular. I was like this having your English school teach you it on the internet at all times. Well, Grammarly has had a huge upgrade called Grammarly Go that doesn't just fix your type-in, it writes it for you as well. Okay? So instead of going to a ChatGPT or another tool, now Grammarly can do the entire content creation to give you much better communications. All right. Come on. Moving on. There we go. Number 13 is problem solving. I would say AI is like having an all-star team of the smartest, most talented people at your disposal at all times. You can do questions and answers, help you out solve problems, give you step-by-step instructions, how to fix your printer or cook a meal. It's pretty incredible what you can do with AI just on the problem-solving side. You can also go a step further and do entire research and projects. So AI is fantastic at going out on the internet and doing research for you. So if you're not using it that way, you can. In fact, there's even tools like AutoGPT, that's its entire purpose, doing an entire research project for you. You don't have to do any work. Number 15 is business planning. Again, like I mentioned, one of the biggest reasons I think we have such a high failure rate is lack of owning a business experience. So if you don't have a good business plan in place, ask to create one for you. And I could have included this in 15, but a good business plan usually also looks into the threats to your business, not just the positive. So a typical good business plan also includes the SWOT analysis, the competitive research, the market research, things like that. Again, we can use AI to do these things. Number 17 is legal advice. So by the way, ChatGPT, the company OpenAI, they put out press releases all the time. We passed another test. Now we can become a lawyer, a doctor, all these things, right? So there are now AI lawyer services. Would I use them if I was in trouble? No, I want a competent human being involved, okay? But I have used AI many times to help me write simplified legal things. Give me some good legalese that I can put onto my contracts and things like that, or to help me understand a complicated legalese. If you can't understand a clause in the new contracts, have AI help you simplify it. Along the same lines, you could use it for financial advice and guidance. Okay, again, it's passed the CPA exam. Would I use it? No, not at this point. But I've used it to understand tax code and how to best leverage my business to get the most benefits from the tax standpoint, and budgeting and things like that. And then these last four are all about those kind of coming soon, what's really coming to our industry, okay? So the first one is streamlined transactions. And what I mean by that is a lot of our vendors right now are working on how we can reduce the time it takes to get to the closing table. Because it's typically a miracle to get a closing done in under 30 days, right? And the longer a transaction takes, it opens up the chance for human error, bias, and also fraud. So they're trying to figure out how we can cut down this down to really 10 minutes, automate the process, and eliminate the human beings using AI and data. At the same time, they're trying to figure out how do we secure the transaction better. Again, the biggest threat to real estate is nowhere near AI. It's things like wire transfer fraud. So if we can really trim that transaction down to minutes, not weeks, it reduces the chance for things like wire transfer fraud, and we can secure the transaction in the blockchain. Number 21 is how properties are valued, how they're priced. Because the process right now is you, the realtor, goes out, you gather all the information, and you're seeing a professional estimate you think the property should be priced at. Then the appraiser comes along and really does the same thing, and that's one that really matters to the bank, is the appraiser's value, but both of those options are flawed. Because either the realtor or the appraiser could have a lazy day or make an error, have bias involved. But a lot of vendors right now are working on how we can use the data and we can improve that to remove the human's opinion and make it all done by the AI and the data. Okay? And if you're not aware of it, what's called computer visualization, how it can look at a picture, look at videos, and do everything, is a big, big piece of that. So it is going to definitely change the way CMAs are done on your side. And I hope I don't have too many appraisers in the room, because it might mean the eventual elimination of the appraiser process. Because the government has changed the policy to allow computer vision in this process. Number 22 is how property searching is done. Okay? So what I mean by that, searching has actually gotten worse over the last several years in the real estate industry, not better. But once we include the computer visualization, really anything inside the property becomes a searchable field. So that is definitely something that is going to improve over the days, because right now a search like this is an impossibility for you or a customer, but it will definitely become an option soon. And then the last one, 23, is customer service, okay? Everything I've shown you in these first 22 should help you as a realtor do your job better, faster, better communication, better everything. And what it should really mean is you're not going to be bogged in the office all day doing manual tasks. You should have way more time left over for better customer service. So Liz mentioned it. Do I think this is ever going to eliminate the realtor? No, I don't in any way think it's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is a whole new level of better realtors that are leveraging AI. Okay, should be able to have way better customer service. All right, so thank you guys so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day.